Thank you, guys. So thank you for coming in this session. I'm Rodrigue Yengo. I'm a cloud architect. As you can see, I don't speak English correctly. I will do my best to try to be clear in my explanation. And I'm very happy to speak at GPPBPL. It's not easy to pronounce. Yes, so I'm living in Paris and I'm a cloud architect. Today, I will want to present a subject that I think is very important because most of the time, as an architect, maybe as a developer, we have a challenge when we are faced of undocumented Power Platform solution. It can be a Power Platform solution. Dynamic 365 solution also. Why? Because in many organizations, business applications built on Dynamic 365 or Power Platform have evolved over several years. They have been extending, customized, patched, and sometimes heavily modified, often without proper technical documentation. So when team initiate immigration projects such as moving from Dynamic 365 customer engagement on premises to sale online, they are frequently face a critical issue. The solution exists, the code exists, the customization exists, but the documentation doesn't know. I have faced the issue many times and we lose many time try to understand the business logic in the code, how they have developed it, what the pattern they have applied. So it's very frustrating when we didn't have a documentation. That's why I try to find a way to make when I can call a retro documentation, so I can have a kind of baseline of documentation to try to progress, to go forward when I have to work in a project when the solution or the code is not documented. That's why I have take this session today. So with you guys, I will show you a simple way when we can use to do all the stuff. Before that, this session will be only a demo. So if you have any question, don't hesitate to stop me. It will be a pleasure for me to answer. For those who work with Power Platform Dynamic 365 customer engagement solution, we know this solution contain a structured metadata file such as solution.xml, customization.xml also, and many other artifacts. It can be entity element, workflow, plugins, security role, and so on. This file contains full technical blueprint of system, but in a raw XML-based format. That is not easy readable by functional or technical stakeholder, but technical guy like us know how to read it. So the challenge is not the absence of information. The challenge is transforming structured metadata into understandable documentation. And if we can enhance this documentation by grounding using AI, it can be fine. So why this matter in migration project? As I say, during the migration, we need to identify obsolete components. So we need to be something that is documented somewhere. We must detect depleted feature. Sometimes we use, I can say, kind of workflow that is not compliant with the cloud one. We have also to understand business logic embedded in workflow and plugin. We must evaluate customization complexity, maybe to find a way to try to simplify it.
Apologies, Rodrigo. Just to confirm, you don't have a presentation, right? Because we can still see your graphic.
I just
okay,
have
sure.
I just have a two slide.
Don't worry, it's totally fine. I just wanted to check and confirm if you are not sharing a proper screen. That's just all. So sorry for inconvenience, and please continue.
Don't worry for asking, it's fine. We need also to separate configuration for custom development. Yes, so as you can see, with a clear documentation, teams spend weeks manually analyzing XML file. This is where AI challenge AI changed the game, if I can say. So when we talk about AI, because it's Apple or platform days, if I can say, maybe we will think about copilots, but copilot can be a little bit complicated for people who don't work in IT, even if it's for citizen developer, as we say. So to start, I will start by using a tool that everyone use, I think, in a daily basis, ChatGPT. When we will understand all the points, we will at the second time try to find a way to make automation about all the process that's using a nice tool, which is Power Automate or Flow or Copilot Studio. So this session called From Block Box to Blueprint, AI for reverse documentation of dynamic 365 solution can also be applied in any Power Platform solutions. My demonstration will be in 6 points. At first, we will define the TechDoc agent. As you can imagine, we will use for Copilot Studio because we will develop an agent, we will design an agent. After that, we will use a SharePoint structure. Why SharePoint structure? Because we will use a SharePoint website. In this website, we will try to organize in folder all the input we will need to produce our technical documentation. And because we don't want to do things manually, we will use a platform, kind of Power Automate, try to make some automation on this process. And after that, we will construct a structured documentation model using JSON object. So at the beginning, we have a solution. It's kind of a zip file. After that, we will just take some XML file within this solution, and we will, based on this XML file, generate JSON file, and we will take the information in this JSON object to apply it in a Word template document that contains some control. So we will have our documentation. All the steps make document generation and delivery. So we will start. I will just show you all the process I use in my side because I start with ChatGPT. I will show you the process. As you can see, at the beginning, I asked ChatGPT to try to analyze this file. What I use these files? Just will share you some. I think I have one solution in my computer. Yes. Okay. Just 1 second, please. Yeah, if I come here. If you can see my, yeah. This is my, locally I have one folder, and in folder I have put some XML files. This XML file coming from a solution. I don't take all the artifact, I just take these two solutions because I will just need the solution to try to, I can say, to make, to produce my documentation. And as I say, I will also use a Word template. For those who don't know how it looks like, we can see here. In this document, I have summary, my content, and I have no details. I have a title, subtitle, but I have no detail. The detail is what the process should complete using AI. What I do, I start by activate developer option, and in developer option, as you know, we can place some content control. We can use rich text, or I can say a plain text. For my case, I just use plain text. And now it's how I have defined all this control. So you will ask me how I have organized all my content. Most of the time, I go to ChatGPT. So if I talk about ChatGPT, it's just to show you how I start this process when I was working on a project and I haven't documentation. Ask him, can you please give me a plant for a pro architecture documentation. Okay, we say context. You can say IT documentation. Technical maybe. Call documentation. So will give me a nice plan. It's something that I'm sure my plan is follow best practice and so on and so on and so on. Okay, it's fine. After that, I don't want something that is very general, but I want something that will be specific to Power Platform. I will say, please align with structure with Power Platform. Why not? Or Dynamics 365 solutions. Okay. I don't like icons, so please don't use icons. It will give me something more professional, if I can say. And now I have my plan. As you can see, we have sales process, case management. Yes, maybe it's more oriented Dynamics 65 CRM on ERP. I will say not Dynamics 365 only or platform. G, voilà, pour la plateforme. Okay. Yeah, we can have some information, the solution, the environment, and so on. As you can see, this information are also shared with the Power Platform and Dynamics 365. It's most aligned with what I want to say. And in the second time, I will say, I want you to adapt this plant with my solution XML files to be aligned with what I want you to produce as technical documentation specialist. Okay, and I will give him my files. I will not take this one. Okay, now I will generate a new one. This step is just to have a clear and well organized technical structure. Okay, to prevent analyze your once you will update again, will re-upload the file and process immediately. Okay. Ask me to do it immediately, so just follow the rules. Now, give me the plan. Yes, it will take few time to make a nice plan. Now, what I want to do, I will do because I know I will need a SharePoint list. Just go to SharePoint. I will let him prepare all the stuff. If I go to SharePoint, sorry. Okay, what I want to do, Yeah, if I go to SharePoint, what is SharePoint? What is SharePoint? What I have do, I have create a SharePoint site, and if I go to content, I have create in my document library. I have create three folder. The first one I have called it solutions. In solution, I have put the unpacked files of my solution. This is what I have. And I have also create a template. In the template folder, I have just put the Word documentation with all the place holder, and this document is organized as I present at the beginning, and how I have found the right way to present a technical documentation, because I don't know, I'm not a technical documentation specialist. I just asked to ChatGPT, give him some input to give me the right plan, if I can say, or the right structure if for my document. As you can say, it still take time to reasoning, and yes, that's why maybe it's very complicated. I don't do it. I just ask me to present me a good plan that I can use in my template. After that, I have a copy paste the plan he have gives to me, and for each placeholder for each title on subtitle, chapter on subchapter, I have put a placeholder so that my AI agent will take content and put it in the right place. That's all. But after creating my SharePoint site, making my documentation, we need now to go to Copilot to try to make everything works together. So in Copilot, we have to create a new agent. Sorry. Yeah, I already start creating a new agent, but if you haven't done, we will go through this agent to show you, but to try to start at the beginning, it's something very simple. It takes some time when we create a new agent. We can have one. Now it's okay because it's okay. The first thing I like to do is to give a meaningful name to my agent. I don't know what I can call it. Maybe we take something simple. We'll say Power Platform doc agent. Okay. And it's also very important to have some description. I will say, okay, generate an exhaustive technical architecture, blah, 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 blah. And it's important to save. Okay. Another thing that it's very important, it's the instruction. I have to give him some instructions. For that, I have prepared a file with my instruction. You are a TechDoc agent. Your job will be to retrieve a solution artifact from SharePoint folder and so on. And I have also put some rule, for instance, don't know, hallucinate, use clear headings, bullet list, and so on. Keep technology, and output, create the documentation, name globally, Okay, so I have given some instructions. So I want to be ensure that he will not hallucinate, he will just doing what I asked him to do. Can copy paste it there and also save again. So I have my agents. So what I will want to do after having my agent is to use a flow. To use a flow, I will use it as a tool of my agent. So I click the tool and add a tools. And I will select a new agent flow. So it will create it. Now we have to wait maybe 1 minute or 2 minutes because it takes a few time before everything to be okay. What I usually do is to save, even if I cannot modify my agents, I will let him finish. And after that, I come here. As you can see, it's still a title. I will try to change it. Close. Yeah, if he cannot change it, that means it's not ready. We have to wait again. Can also save as drafts to be sure. Okay. I think now it should be okay. Okay. Now it's done. We can change it. So we have a SharePoint sheet. We have all the our library, all the folder, and all the input file we need to generate our document. We start working on our agent. We give him a name, a description, and some instruction. But in our agents, called ppdoc agents, we will have add a tools. What tool we need to add? It's a power agent. How we call our power agent, so we can find it. It's better if we remember it's pp flows. So I can come here, my agents, tools. I will just link my flow to my agents. I think it was there. I don't see it. Sometimes when we don't see it, maybe it's just because we need to publish the agent. I'm not sure, but it's what I found during my it's what I experienced, if I can say. Designer, save, of course, and publish. Okay, because we are in this place, we can start by adding some inputs. The first one will be, of course, the URL of our website, our SharePoint site. Okay, just to be sure it's the right site, we'll check. Okay, so we need also to add our library names, and we take the default library, which is documents. The templates we want to use template is this one. The output library, it's the same default library. It's important to have it. It's not mandatory to put all these variable. It's just to show how we can organize everything. It depends on the logic we want to implement. Okay. And the document name, because we will generate a new document. The language also, to be sure it will take the right answer. In Tech and US. And it's fine. You can register. We can make some tests to be sure we have yeah, manually. Why not? Publication test. It's not important, just to check if there are some issue. Now we can find, he give us all the variable we need, and we will use it in the second step. So after doing that, can close. We have our cloud flow. Now we have also put our input variable. We have put the value of each variable. What we want to need, what we want to do now, because we have put our documents our file in the library, and we have say we will focus on solution file, and in unpackaged solution file, we will just read this document, and we know how to find this document. What we will ask him to do is to go to this folder to get the solution.xml file and the customization.xml file, so we can parse it to produce a JSON file. This JSON file will be used by AI to generate content, and this content will be placed in our Word document at the right place. I mean, in the placeholder we have defined in our documents. So to do that, how to go in our agents, just add a new step, new action, a SharePoint get file, I think. SharePoint get file using path. What is it? Content using path. Okay. And yes.
I think we lost our presenter for the moment. Apologies for inconvenience, and we'll try to reach him to see what happened.
Maybe Rodrigue has any problem with connection. So remember that if you have any questions, for example, addition to this session, just you can write on the chat. And if the Rodrigo have an option and have time after the session, after the time will finish, so we will ask him to answer to be on the I don't know, on the right side. Okay, Rodrigo, you are with us. I do not hear you because you are mute. Okay,
Yes,
right now.
sorry. I think I have a technical issue. My connection is not good. I will try to block my camera, maybe it will help.
Okay, so
what I was showing. Yeah, we will design the I would say the action in our flow. So the first one will be to get the XML content, and as I say, the XML content will be used to get the content that will be put in the document. So here we have our parameter we have used, have defined. It's a website, and for the
sorry, Rodrigo, we cannot see anything on your monitor. We are able to see attendees. Can you share the
okay.
screen with us once again, maybe? If you're showing something, we are not able to see it. Right now, we are waiting for your screen.
Okay.
Okay, you are on.
Yeah, so we will use some action to get the data. And yes, after doing that, we will put the second variable. There are so many ways to do that. The more simple will be to put directly the path, because we have put it in the customization solutions. Yeah, we can also add an expression or the variable as we have defined previously. And yes, now can save. Should be okay. Because we will do it two times, it's better to try to make a difference. No, you don't take it. Yeah. This is for the customization XML files. After doing that, we will need to parse this file also. Okay, so we will convert in XML using Composer. And after that, another composer. We'll call it composer XML, maybe. Yeah, we will repeat the same logic with the second XML files, but I think we will be close to the end. What I can say is just try to explain you the pattern, the process that should be used to produce the document. So what you will have in mind is just at the beginning, we know that AI can generate content. To generate content, you need some instruction. Maybe you need also some input. As input, in our case, what we have to give to our agents, it's our true XML files that taken from our solution. This file basically contains some interesting information. So it will leverage on this file, and also by using grinding, we will be able to have more detail about our information. You can go deeper in the production of technical document because, as you know, AI have the ability to produce images or schema. Yes, it's something that can also be integrated to our technical documentation. And for, how I can say, for knowledge that need to have a good results, as you can see, most important is not AI, is not Copilot, because in Copilot, things are, I can say, very simple. We just need to give him a good instructions. And I think, based on my experience, what is more important to practice, it's flow or Power Automate that will be used at the end to put the right content in the right document. So this is what I can say, because I'm quite a bit sorry because of the time, and I have some connection issue. So yes, if you have any question, I can respond to the questions. Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. I don't see any questions in the chat. So what I'll do, I'll try to, I'll give the Microsoft rights to everyone. So if you'd like to ask any questions, this is the...
Yes, sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now we can't.
Do you have any struggles, or do you have
Agda, we barely hear you. You're really cutting.
Problems to implement those? Is it better?
I don't. No, I understand. If you ask me, I have some problems, some issue to implement all the solution. That's right. Maybe you can write it in the chat. Oh, I can read anything.
Can you hear me right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, did you have any problems to configure this flow with Copilot Studio? Any permission or configuration, like good tips for the users? What, for example, is there anything that we can, for example, take from the session like a good practice?
Yeah, sure. For good practice, in my case, I have used a user account. So the account you use should be most of the time owner of a or SharePoint site, maybe owner of a library, and to have access to this file. It's an important point. And also because I don't think it's a critical content, it's not a critical documentation. We don't need to have a large control access in this file, just to ensure that the account you are using also access to the SharePoint site, and also access to the, how I can say, to the files.
Okay.
I didn't use it, but you can also use Copilot Identity. I think it's in preview. I don't know if it's possible. It's something can also work. Yeah.
So, for example, when we are sharing this Copilot Studio agent with the users, what kind of permissions do they have to have, for example?
Okay. it depends the account you use. If you use a user account, it can be your account because it will have to access to some resources. You need to ensure that the account that will be used at the end are also access to the content. In my case, I say that because I have used SharePoint website. Maybe you can use some other storage system that will need another permission. So you will base your permission according to the connector you use. In my case, it's a classical connector, so I have not issue about that. But in some case, you can maybe use how I can say a kind of app registration, or maybe try another user accounts or system accounts.
Okay, but what about this permission, like use Copilot Studio with credentials of the maker? Because we can use it like this. We can configure our agent for that kind of usage. So I'm thinking if we are using these credentials for Copilot Studio, is it enough to do that kind of flow and put and share this flow with the users, and that will fulfill all the requirements for the usage, or not? What do you think? Maybe you didn't do it, but maybe you have any idea.
No, I didn't do it because in my case, I was thinking it's not a solution that should be shared with many people. It's I'm a developer. I have to make a documentation. It's a one-shot action. After doing that, maybe I will not need to have my agent. Of course, if we need to share this agent, we need to apply another pattern for authentication. I'm totally agree with you, but it's something I didn't investigate on.
Okay. Thank you very much for the session.
You're welcome.
Any questions, maybe?
Seems like you have all of them.
Great.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Rodrigo, for your session.
So thank you, guys. Have a nice day.
Have a great day.
And
enjoy.
thank you for your input to the community, of course, because this is very important for us. And thank you for joining our event, Rodrigo.
My pleasure. Thank you.